brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. These guys put together a strong opening month, winning 3 out of 4 to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A good move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sucked them last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard: 12 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. That one a first down pickup of 8. Young off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here is Young. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. Shoves him aside. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
We see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 12 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young to throw it. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Young to throw it. And did he get the feet down? No. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Shifts by him, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First down, Miami. Here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From midfield, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Achane gets it from the gun. Fighting through. And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. 13 yards. And the Dolphin first down. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Two are going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fade route, that seems to be becoming more and more popular in the NFL. What makes it a success?
When you have an athletic, acrobatic receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, all you're asking a quarterback to do is put it up there where he can get it and no one else. Very difficult to defend.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
That's taken it around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Young. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Now here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll run out of the gun, it's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Carolina Panther.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, having the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Young with it, 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Miami set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle 62 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets past one man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Young. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Carolina Panther.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's second and 10. Here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Achane on first and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, Dolphins.
going to the air. Tagovailoa. Little short pass here to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll run it up the middle now. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Miami.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yard pickup. And the Dolphin first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second down at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nice little juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Young. They're quickly to Thielen here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. This is Hubbard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
16 yards. That's good.
Looking to throw, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Oh, and now some space to operate. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39.
Young will set to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Young to throw it this time. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Able to slither by. And able to get this out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. In motion, Hill. The drive starts with a run from Achane. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill.
It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing, Young. Robinson's got it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Young. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And 10 yards to go.
Young working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
6 more yards. That's another Panthers first down.
Now first and goal. Young to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted McMillan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They juked him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tua. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
We'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Tua. Connecting with Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Tua.
2nd and 4 at the Panthers.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Throwing Tua. This one thrown underneath to H.M. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Tua to throw. And he's got it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tagovailoa keeps himself upright. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Panthers 31.
And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.